sit on my lap. Spread them cheeks, let me see that. Shake that like you out of control. That thing till your throat gets sore. Bend it on down, put your face on the floor. That till your legs can't stand. Hot freak with the word in her hand. Pop that thing, let it clap, let it clap. Ride this beat, sit on my lap. Spread them cheeks, let me see that. Shake that like you out of control. That thing till your throat gets sore. Bend it on down, put your face on the floor.
The baby got one, yeah, the baby. Yeah, the baby. Rocky, back the fuck up.
She make it twirl when she dance, yeah. I got the world in my hands,
Hey.
Yeah, and I'ma learn. If I don't feel like going out my way, then I'ma turn. Go to
Hey, the rappers is back rapping. T.I. back out. Juvie back out. The baby back out. Outside looking good for rap. All right, look. Aside from Ja Rule and Tony Yayo pillow fighting on the plane. DC, what up? PG, what up? East Coast, what up? We International, worldwide, what up? We International. All the way in Mecca, they listening to us. It's Friday, it's Juma. Ask Floyd Friday, we back. And this is the last Juma before Ramadan. So, as you know, Ramadan starts on February 17th is when it starts, but February 18th is the first official day of fasting. You want to get your mind right, your body right. If you go to the gym, start working on different little workouts or a way to modify your workout. Wake up a little earlier, start working on that diet. You know, a lot of people think you lose weight because you're not eating, but you really gain weight. A lot of people gain weight during Ramadan. So, because they eating, whenever they can finally eat, they eat, fall asleep, hurry up, wake up, oh, I gotta pray. And they pray, and then they eat something real quick, then they pray, and then they go the whole day, their metabolism slow all the way down. Or when they can finally eat, they eat a bunch of trash. So look, so that's what we doing today. We got a lot of good questions. Shout out to the baby again. That's that junk. I had to play the clean version. I can't come on here talking about Ramadan and be in this junk tomorrow. Suck that thing in it. Come on, man. Hit it from the back. Nah, man. Pause. So this episode of High Thoughts, we're going to do Ask Floyd Friday. And a lot of people sent me some questions about Ramadan, about being a black Muslim, the whole thing. So we're going to be in and out like a bank robber. You already know what it is. And let's see. Let's get to some of these questions, man. I hope y'all feeling good. If you are fasting, man, power to you, love to you. Man, we're going to have an amazing Ramadan. I can feel it now. If you're thinking about fasting, if you never fasted before, this would be the time. I feel like one of them salesmen. This would be the time to get in because it's the winter time. It's February. Hell, the sun come up at 6 o'clock. You still can eat. See, summertime, people that's fasting. When you fasting in Ramadan, like in July, June, the sun come up super early. That means you got to be up 4 o'clock, make something to eat. So this time, and the sun come down early, 5:30. You can start getting ready to eat. As opposed to, like I said, when it's the summertime, you might not eat till about 8:45. So let's get into it, man. We got some great questions. Great questions, and I love that because it's a mix of people that are Muslim asking some of these questions and the people that's not. Let's start with one. Okay, do you not drink water either? No water either. I know a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, I'm about to drink my water right now. A lot of people think it's just the food or sex. It's those two, for sure. But it's so much more than that. But part of what's more than that is no water. No food, no water, no chewing, no gum. Anything with the intention, like if you the intention is everything. If you preparing the meal or something like that for the family, before it's time to break fast, that's one thing. You can taste the sauce or something like that. But, you know, you can't be like chewing gum, anything trying to like, I guess, lessen the experience of it. The idea of these things, you know, some people live their life and they don't get to break fast at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock because they don't have no food. They don't have no, you know, they don't have these resources that you might have and that you might take for granted. So this is to instill some humility in you. a unifying experience. Billions of people are going to be fasting this Ramadan. It's a beautiful thing. And this is a unifying thing. And so, no water. All right. Okay. It says, okay, can you work out during Ramadan? Yes. That's kind of what I was just saying. Like, right, like, okay, cool. Some people, they might go in the middle of the day. It depends. Everybody got a different workout style. Some people like to get in there at 5 a.m. Shout out to Lovey. She be on the bricks at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Or somewhere jumping rope. You know, teach his own. Me, I like to lift weights. It's therapeutic for me. The whatever. It's the whole thing. It's a mental thing more than a physical thing, but obviously it got that benefit too. But you can't do it during Ramadan like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to be tired. You can't drink the water. It's not no excuse. You can't be like, well, you know, I'm at the gym, so nah. It's no water. There's no food. So you're going to be in there about to pass out. The best bet, in my opinion, if you wake up early, get your workout in. When you can still hydrate, when you can still eat some food after. Get you a good workout in before you start your fast and pray for the day. With your Fajr, your morning prayer. Okay, or wait till after you eat dinner, right? Your evening meal, you break fast. Now you can drink, now you can eat something. A lot of people break their fast with dates. A lot of people break their fast with sweets or whatever, maybe fruits, whatever. You break your fast, then you say your prayer, you eat something real good, a nice meal, balanced, healthy meal. You can drink some water again, you can drink whatever, and then you can go hit that gym then without having to worry about passing out. And this, like I said, is easier because, see, normally when you break your fast, like I said, it's almost 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. So now you eat, you pray, you might do some studying, spend some time with the family, you pray again, right? Overnight, middle of the night. And then you go ahead and lay it down so you can wake back up and start the day again, start the fast again. Which is why you can't be all drinking and partying. Well, the sun went down, I could just do, nah, man. You're going to be somewhere, you're not going to wake up in the morning, you're not going to eat. Be disciplined. Take this time to be disciplined. Lock in. You could take 30 days, lock in. But yeah, you can work out during Ramadan for sure. Just be smart about it and strategic about how you do it. Okay. Do you feel closer to God during Ramadan? I do. But sometimes, you know, because it's like, you know, people teach you not to question religion. Don't question. This ain't about no religion. I hope people don't get mad at me for saying it. Christianity, this, that, and the third, all of this stuff, Judaism, all of this stuff. The religion is the man-made aspect of it, the structure, the program. But when we talk about spirituality, I hate that they separate the two. We got to have a spirit to have religion. I mean, what we talking about here, right? And so, yeah, when you talking to God more, intentionally, not just, damn, God, I'm talking about like at least 5 times a day, but throughout the day, when your whole day is committed to learning more about God, learning more about your relationship with God, learning more about your purpose here for God, and talking to God about all of those things simultaneously throughout the day for 30 days with at least 1 billion other people doing the same thing, setting the same intentions into the orbit, into the universe. I hate when they be like the universe or religion or the universe or spirituality. You know, God got to create the universe, my nigga. So I hate that y'all keep on making it a difference. They talk about crystals. You know, God made the crystals like he made you. So it's okay. It's okay. Like, this is the problem with religion. It puts everything in a box. And if you don't believe in this box, then you can't be in this religion. You can't tell me. To be Muslim means to submit to the will of God. You can't. This ain't about you. This is about me. You understand? So if I'm talking about the spirit, why can't it be spirituality? Y'all got to understand. Y'all got to understand this, man. Yeah, you feel closer to God. God is inside of all of us anyway. You just being intentional about that. Okay. Why are so many black Americans Muslim? That's an interesting question. And is Islam connected? So it's a double question, y'all. Why are so many black Americans Muslim? And is Islam connected to African history? Man, during Black History Month, we got Ramadan. Can you believe this? Yes. So as you know, I know it's a thing now where everybody wants you to believe slavery never existed. But that's just not the case. Yes, there were Africans in the Americas before slavery, for sure. You got Samosa, you got all these different tribes and groups of Africans that migrated over millions of years from the motherland to what we now consider the Americas before slavery, right? And then you have the West Africans who primarily account for a very large number of who we have here in what's considered the United States of America, but also Brazil, also Central America. Like outside of Brazil, Mexico had the largest amount of Africans dropped off. I hate when y'all be like, I ain't got nothing to do with them, they ain't got nothing to do with us. Yes, the fuck they do. Just because they don't necessarily look like you, think about all the Native Americans that migrated from North America down south. Think about the African slaves, put them together. What do you think they look like, right? And then add a couple hundred years and see how things could change, right? And so they don't speak their native language either. They speak Spanish. They are not Spain. We speak English. We are not England, right? We're more unified than we are divided, if you think about it. And so what a lot of our ancestors brought over to this country or these parts was their spirituality, their religion, so to speak, religion. And most of them, many of them were Muslim. Many of them submit. If you look at the original Christians in Ethiopia, how they make prayer, how they pray, and you look at Salat and look how Muslims pray, it's really, really close. The motions, the movements, really close. And it's all connected, y'all. So for sure, a lot of people are finding their way away from the slave owners' Christianity that he sold us with the white Jesus and just be a good nigga and God gonna help you and God gonna come back. Just you be a good nigga now. You know, that they moving away from that and finding solace and alhamdulillah, they finding God within themselves. And same God. God is God. God, Allah, Yahweh. It's God. It's the creator. And it's part of this whole thing that we're part of, something greater than any of us know. Much greater than any box you could put it in. And so I think people are starting to find the truth within themselves. Islam holds you accountable. Islam is not going to place judgment on you. Now, some people in Islam might place judgment, but that ain't no different than the old lady in the church, whatever. You got to block all that shit out, stay focused on your goal. That's you and God. But for sure, if you start to look at all the connections of Islam, I mean, Thomas Jefferson kept the Quran. Like, you got to understand how powerful this thing is. Anything that can control the people's minds and hearts is powerful. And that's why you have billions of people across the world connected to this thing and connecting together this weekend. Okay, one last question, y'all. And it's a lot of questions, but one last question. Okay. Okay. Cool. It's like a three-part. I'm gonna put three questions together. If someone is curious about Islam, where should they start? I say start during Ramadan. Right now. You don't gotta be perfect. You don't have to know the words. You can learn over time. You can study. But just talk to God 5 times a day. Fast, no food, no water, no sex, no profanity, no arguing, give charity. You know, we do something every weekend during Ramadan at a different shelter for our homeless. Rest in peace, Miana. We do this for my girl. But also find your way. If it's giving out food at the shelter, if it's doing this, if it's doing that, if it's giving a couple dollars to a kid on the corner who looked like he needed. It's all about that. You don't gotta be perfect, but this is a way to just find your way to it. Okay, biggest misconception about people. Biggest misconception people have about Ramadan. I don't know. I don't know. It's like only for Muslims. That's the biggest misconception. Well, it's only for people that's Muslim. Well, they done made Muslim into this thing, right? But if you submit, I mean, Jesus would have been Muslim. If you submit to the will of God, you Muslim. Even the best Christian is a Muslim. So get your head unwrapped around this whole idea of the religion and understand that it's about sacrifice and submitting to God. It's deeper than that man-made aspect of it. It's deeper than that. And so I think Jesus would be fasting with us during Ramadan. Why wouldn't he be? He'd be one of us. You see, he walked around with the thobe on, with the beard. Jesus was out. Aqib, that mean brother. Okay, look. Has Ramadan ever changed your life in a major way? And this is how we're going to end it. For sure. Seeing how deep I can go within myself. Going through dark days and still submitting. Planting seeds that I seen grow over time. And I knew when I planted those seeds during Ramadan. Building brotherhoods and forging friendships that'll last forever. Because we all sacrificing and enduring. Even being chastised and disrespected during Ramadan by brothers that were supposed to be Muslim, that was supposed to be like me. But I didn't talk like them. And I didn't move like them. I'm still figuring it out. At the time, right? And their response was to criticize and ridicule. And my response initially was, fuck this. Fuck this. I don't have to deal with this shit. And when I buried friend after friend, fuck this. Fuck this. You know, when I watched loved ones suffering in the hospital, what the fuck am I doing? But I still do it. I still talk to God. I cry to God. I yell at God. I laugh with God. And in turn, I'm giving myself what I need, the fuel, keep going. And I've overcome insurmountable odds. I've watched people rise up from the dead during Ramadan. I give it to God. Alhamdulillah, all praise due to Allah. So, let's get up out of here. I don't know how long I've been going rapping for. I hope I ain't go over time. But Ramadan, February 17th, get your mind right. First 4 day on the 18th. It's going to be a beautiful thing. If you got any questions, hit me. I ain't the guru. I ain't the this and that. People that's better at this or better at that or whatever. But if you need to talk, you want to share your experiences, let's do this during Ramadan. Let's do it together. Love y'all. You already know what it is. Salute.